Okay, cool. I think we're good. Except... Okay. What? Okay, whatever. I'll just do that. That's fine. Oh, that's so based. Okay, cool. That's nice. Okay, cool. Someone's car alarm just went off. I guess I'll just wait for some more people to come in before I introduce things.
You can't come back through the warp gate until you find all 4 power cells up.
I want to turn that off. Hey there, Alonso. How are we? You're playing on PS5? No, this is open goal. Open goal. It's always open goal. I can't play custom levels on PS5. Let me just update the title. Stream. This stream's gonna be a bit more in depth, I think. Instead of just like casually playing, so we'll see how we go. Is my game lagging? Shit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. I can just get there whenever then. Sick. Okay. I'm just gonna play around a bit until some more people show up and then we can get started. What do you think we fans should do for the 25th anniversary? It's a good question, actually. I've got some like cool projects in the works, but I haven't really done much with them. Maybe that can be a 25th anniversary thing I can work towards. That might be cool. because I was like, my immediate thought just then was like, oh, we'll do Jack Month again, but Jack Month was just so hectic. I'm not sure I want to do that again. And I don't even think the fan base is really there for it anymore. Like, the Jack fan base is so not what it used to be. And Twitter just isn't what it used to be. And Twitter was like the main way we went about doing Jack Month. I'm just gonna turn this down. It's kind of loud. Like, Twitter was like such an integral part of how we did Jack Month and finding people to participate in Jack Month, and it's just not not viable anymore to do it on that hell site. So yeah, I do wish we could do something like Jack Month again, but I just don't think it's really possible. Gonna be honest, I don't know how to get mods working on OpenGoal right now. Wait, what? I thought you played Guitar's levels. Or do you mean the launcher? Also, hey Martian. Yo, Blue, how are we? Hey Cloackhead, how are we? It's good to see some familiar faces. I'm dying? Oh no, what's wrong? Went too hard on the gym. Rip your joints. I am so sorry to hear. Have I been? I've been pretty good. It's been a bit up and down the past few months, but like, I don't know, maybe the past like few weeks, I've been pretty good. I've been pretty happy. Love a spiritual successor to the first game? Well, that's what OpenGoal's for, because you're literally getting new content, which I will show this stream, once chat gets a bit more active. I'm so cooked. I was like, I got the Powercell. Where's my next Powercell I'm supposed to get? Because I've been playing nothing but random cell order. Oh god. Gotten so good at that. Honestly, I'm cool with just us diehards doing something cool. It doesn't have to be something big, just something we can all do for fun. I suppose, yeah. Ever played Astrobot? I despise it with a passion. I'm sure it's fun though. Speedrun group organized an attack on my records, so now I'm getting them all back offline. That's respectable. You don't just take that lion down. I like that. Well, good luck with that. Why? Oh man, I shall reference the entire past 3 months of activity in my Discord server. It's just to give the long and short of it. I hate how Astrobot is just Funko Pop the game. It's just, hey, remember thing, you like thing, buy thing. Except we don't give you actual thing. It's just remember thing. Oh, look at PlayStation, aren't we so cool? Oh man, pay us $60 to have an experience where like the experience is nothing but us jerking off our brand, and look how cool we are. What about Astrobot's Playroom? I think it's less horrible because it was free. It's just like a tech demo. I guess it made sense. Also, like, you know, it's fine. It's like it's a fine game to play. You know, nothing like horrible, nothing revolutionary either. Have you played these games? Yeah, I played a bit of Playroom. I don't have a PS5 though, so I played it at my cousin's. I've not played the new Astrobot, but I despise the premise alone. I don't really care how fun it is to play. Astrobot is an advertisement for the thing you already have. Yeah, exactly. And it's like people be like, oh, it's a celebration of PlayStation and its history. It's like, oh yeah, PlayStation and its history. Remember the Vita? Remember like all these projects that Sony started, and when they flopped immediately, they didn't try to like actually do anything with them, so they just abandoned them. Remember all these franchises and studios that they shut down, but are like proudly parading around in like a self-congratulatory manner, like, oh my god, look at our history, look how cool we are. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now. Anyway, it's actually kind of warm in here. I might put a fan on real quick. Wasn't expecting it to get hot so quickly. Like we've only just entered spring. It's like hot today for... Yeah, no, literally. Which is annoying. By the Jackmont talk, I won't be able to do anything anyway since I won't have access to my PC or anything like that during the 25th. Rip. You know that for a fact? In 2 years? That's 2 years, right? Jackmonth coming back. I mean, we were discussing it. Just like what we could do for the 25th anniversary, and I was like, oh, I guess Jack Month is an option, but I don't really think it's even possible to do Jack Month or anything akin to like what we did, you know? Yeah. Anyway, I should get started on the new levels. I honestly can't remember if we played the first level, the one I'm about to play now. I can't remember if we played that on stream. No, I don't. I think I played it with friends, and I gave my analysis with there. It wasn't on stream. The new Astrobot game has the same plot of the VR rescue mission game, and that has no PlayStation history jack-off graveyard. Yeah, like... seeing these games in high resolution makes my inner child so happy. Yeah, it's so good. Anyway, okay, we're gonna get into the game analysis time, so I hope people can stick around for that, because that's what I'm here to do today. I think if we do anything like Jack Month again, it would need to be redone from scratch. Probably. I mean, we could probably still use the same Discord server and see if like anyone in there remembers that it exists and would still be interested or whatever. I don't know. It's not something I'm really concerned about, to be honest. I have some other projects in the works that I might use, like, I might repurpose to be like, oh, I can use this to work towards the 25th, you know. But we'll see we'll see what happens. Okay, we're gonna play the new level. Which one is this again? River to Water. Okay, these 3 levels, I'm gonna just count them 3 of them. I'm gonna be playing them today. They are by Cuttlefish. This one came out a number of months ago. I am completely unsure if this has been updated since I played it. I don't think it's really relevant though, because I'm going to be playing it again today. So here we go. This is River to Water. Ooh. Okay, so I guess to... Okay, there's still a bunch of unfinished stuff. Okay. I guess to preface this level, I'm just going to give my immediate... like impression of it. It really feels like a test level. Like the author was just, let me play around with a bunch of assets. I can't believe that sucks. Let me just play around, fiddle with a bunch of assets and models and stuff, throw something together, and get like a feel for what it is like to create a Jack level. That's very much what this level feels like to me. It doesn't really feel like the intention was to create like a really well-designed Jack level. Hence, like, that jump there is kind of like ridiculous, and you can't backtrack. which doesn't really make any sense. So like, I'm gonna play this, but I don't think I'm gonna give like a lot of analysis of it, because I don't really think there is a lot to critique, because it just feels very practice. You know what I mean? At least there's no AI voices of the main characters. That is true, yes. I will say though, it does... I will say a problem with it is like, you know, what I've noticed with like every custom level so far, it's just too big. But again, I don't hold much against this level just because like it doesn't feel like a finished, like, it doesn't feel like, oh yeah, this is like the level that like I had in my mind that I really wanted to make. It just feels like the creator toying around with the tools. Have any levels had checkpoints yet? Yeah, the Guitar's first level had checkpoints. Pretty sure they all had checkpoints. Oh, I'm not sure about that third one. That one might not have. I have an idea for Jack and Dax's spiritual successor titled Miro and Leo. Or Louis. I've seen quite a lot of Jack's spiritual successors. Actually, more so recently, I've noticed. And I'm just curious what like that would even be, you know. I don't, because Jack 1 at least, it just feels like an evolution of like the genre that it's in. It doesn't feel like, I don't know. I don't want to go into that right now. Different topic altogether. Again, I'm just pointing this stuff out. Like the random placement of enemies, it very much just feels like getting a feel for what it feels like to implement this sort of stuff, you know. I do, if I recall, there are some points to in this level that are actually kind of cool. They have some cool level design. I think this part just here is cool. Like you're going up the linear path and there's like a secret little side path. That's kind of cool. I just don't, the level itself though, like the concept, I don't really like just starting from a place and going up in a linear fashion. I'm not a huge fan of. Not very conducive to Jack's kind of level design. Also, for those who haven't seen it, Kitar made 3 levels so far. I can't remember the names, but he released them back in December, I think. I did a very in-depth playthrough and critique of those levels too. And, well, I don't think the stream is very good. I'm a lot prettier now. I did give quite a lot of in-depth critique on and how I would view approaching Jack's levels like the correct way. So I don't really want to repeat myself a whole bunch here. So if you're interested in that, that's like a thing on my channel, you know. Okay, here's another little path. I do like how he's like signaled where the hidden paths are with just like a stray orb. That's kind of cool. Honestly, Guitar's levels are ahead of the rest. Yeah, I agree. But it's really only Guitar's levels in these ones that are available at the moment. And again, this one just feels like a test level, so I don't really... I'm not really here to like tear into this one, you know. I don't think that's very fair. Kind of odd that he used the Blue Eco platforms for this. I don't really know why, but... First? Yeah, first Powercell. Let's go. Ooh. Again, like a lot of these jumps feel way too big, you know. Okay, I think this was the part that I thought was like, okay, that's actually pretty cool. Combining the poles with moving platforms, I think is pretty neat. It's a bit hard to see. Okay, yeah, okay. I think that could have been pulled off a bit better, but I like the idea there. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, and again, like just random placements of blue eco and random placements of enemies and random placements of orbs. I just, yeah. Yeah, I think about all I have to say about this level has been said, so I guess I'll just finish playing it and then we can load up the next one. I do believe it's impossible to get 100%. Well, not impossible, but like the rest of the collectibles are like hidden somewhere, like because like it wasn't finished or something. I can't really recall. Hey, Notorious. Mountain needs a constant stream of boulders rolling down it. Possibly. That would I feel complete the concept of like climbing up a long mountain. But like the concept itself, I'm not a huge fan of. You can get the yellow Powercell, yeah, but it's like weird and you have to like, yeah. It's unconventional. Yeah. This is also really odd, like, you can't even make that jump. I don't even know what the point of these pontoons are if you can just swim there. I don't know. Again, like, it feels very, proof of concept. Just some practice. And again, like, this whole area is absolutely massive. Look how big this is. Yeah, Jack is just really not meant for, like, huge open terrains. Because otherwise you're doing this everywhere, just roll jumping through an endless void. And it's completely uninteresting. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Pretty sure I would have gotten 4 damage if I fell off from the top of that. And then there's this. I get like the scale of everything is just really huge. What the? Whoa, what the? Oh my god, nice. Okay, that's cool, I guess. I guess I'm at the bottom now. That's really funny, actually. Can I get out? I'm out, okay. Hi there, Mike. This reminds me of a level from The Legend of Spyro in the beginning. I haven't played that. Then you fall through the ground on this area. Oh, speak of the devil. Okay, cool. I didn't even see your message and I just like fell. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, and here we go. Just roll jumping. Also, what's really cool, I finally hooked up mods to the regular open goal mod launcher. So I'm not using like the separate dedicated mod launcher for this. This is just through the regular open goal launcher, which is really cool. And it was like really easy to do as well. I'd say it's a lot better to use than the actual mod launcher, to be honest. The mod launcher is kind of sluggish and but this was really nice. It has some really cool thumbnails and it's just like super easy, you know. Plus, I think it gives you like 4 save files for each mod, which is just not something that the regular mod launcher does, which is odd. But You can also like go through different versions of the mod, which is nice. So I could download the oldest version or the newest version, which is really cool. It's nice to have that option. And there we go. Yeah, see, like even like the name of the level is very placeholder, and yeah, that final power cell is like hidden in like a crevice somewhere at the start. Anyway, yeah, this is River to Water. Again, very practice, you know. It doesn't feel like, oh yeah, this is the level that like I was really passionate about making, which is completely fine. So let's close that. Let's boot up the next level he released. This one is called Rock Pool. Let me... There we go. Hey there, Will. Super thankful for you. What did I do? Might be my tech illiteracy, but what is the mod source URL? If you go to jackmods.dev, you can just copy the... It'll have like a button to copy the link, and then you do that. I can show you afterwards if you like. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's a tutorial video on jackmods.dev, so... Oh, that's so fucking cool! Okay, when launching through the regular OpenGoal launcher, you just get four save files for each mod. That's so fucking good. And oh, sweet. Cool. Okay, this is Rock Pool, right? Yes. I seem to keep coming here at night, but I'm pretty sure the day-night cycle works on this level. You're a great content creator with amazing personality, your voice is soothing, and you're playing the best level ever. You're playing the best game ever on a new level. That is really sweet. God, I appreciate that. Thank you. Man, I'm not super happy with my voice as it is at the moment, but I appreciate you saying that. That's very sweet. Okay. You used to need to get to this level through debug. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there is multiple versions of this level on the launcher. Okay, soft with just a little raspy. It's perfect. God, shut up. Man. God, that's really sweet. Thank you. Hope the big one is fixed. Have some complaints for this website. Oh, this level. Okay. Thanks, Martian. Okay, this level, right off the bat, I do think, again, it's a bit too big. There's it's a lot of open space, and I don't really know where to go first. Some of this stuff just feels kind of new Torii game. Is there? I've only played... What? What are you talking about, Diggs? Also, hi. Also, I do have some complaints for YouTube, yeah. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. A lot of this stuff does feel kind of like haphazardly placed, and I'm not really sure where I should go. Like these paths of orbs feel a bit random. Oh, I mean, I guess it's leading to the zoomer, but like, I don't know, like it's just a big open space. I could have just ran there, but I do think this one's vibe is much more well realized. It feels much more dynamic in its tones and its colors than the last one, and it very much feels like cohesive, which is nice. So actually, my dad works for Powercell Zeke. I can confirm this level is canon to the journey back. Sure, we should totally make some we should totally make some journey back levels. That is weird. I'm not sure I like that. Okay. Also, yeah, the day-night cycle is totally working, which is really cool. Oh, and there's background assets. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I've only played this once, so I don't really remember a lot. That's right, I remember Anna saying, this is very much feels like a Geyser Rock sort of evolution. Or maybe that was Martian, I don't remember, someone said it. But like how like it starts here with like that big, and then it kind of opens up this way. I don't know, it kind of gives it a little bit of Geyser Rock vibes. Okay. I think I'm going to play the level, finish it, and then I'm going to replay it. Just like a little bit, because I want to go this way around first, and then when on the replay, I'm going to go that way around first. And see how each route feels. Actually, wait, let me, Locust Shark works, let's go. That's awesome. Oh, wait. Wait, did the seagulls actually have a, I'm not sure if they have a purpose or if they just, like, you can just chase them around. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like the orbs in the chests. That's weird. Yeah, me no likey that one. God, it's so cool though. Like I like this a lot. Like you got the launch pad there, and there's just some seagulls hanging out on it, but you've got to like disturb them. Oh, that's actually a nice touch. I really like that. That's so cool. Also, this feels really cool. I really like this. Like, using launch pads to just get to the next area of the level. That's so cool. I'm a big fan of that, actually. Ooh, hidden scoutfly. That's nice. This is Seagull's got 5G from standing on that, yeah. Again, like, this feels kind of just randomly placed, like all these orbs. Like, there's very little flow to the collecting and the power cells and the platforming and stuff. It's actually nice having like these tiny little bits of elevation, just to add like, and like the way the terrain kind of like feels organic. It's just nice. It adds some dynamics, and the scale is much better than the last one where everything was like a 50-foot drop, you know. This feels much more appropriate to Jack, which is really nice. You can really tell this spot here wasn't made for the zoomer in mind, you know. It's made for Jack, which is good. Guarantee it wouldn't feel this way if the skybox wasn't so present and there were more cliffs. What wouldn't feel this way? I'm not sure I follow. Huh, it's weird that there's only fog on that side and there's no fog there. You can like see like the very hard cutoff of the horizon. That's weird. Hi Jess, how are we? Alright. Then we come down here. Honestly, this part here is my favorite part of the level. It's so cool. Just, oh my god, we're going into like a secret cave. And it's spooky, it's got spider webs, and it's like in... Oh my god, there's spiders! I forgot about this! Oh my god. That's so fucking cool! And there's a power cell. That's so... I love that. It's so cool. Ah. And it's like, I really love how it's just like in the level, you know, like we're underneath where we were just a minute ago. Like if, it makes it feel so three-dimensional and like a real place, you know? Oh, it's so cool. Look, like it's right below, right where we were just platforming. I don't know. Small things like that make me happy, I guess. This bridge is a bit awkwardly placed, but that's fine. Cool that we've got a bridge here though, I like that. The gaps feel a little big. Well, it's not that the gaps feel big, the orbs feel a bit ill-placed. I don't know, like, this doesn't feel very, like, challenging. It's just like, oh, here's a path. You're not really doing a whole lot in it, though. I'm not really sure. I think there should have been more environmental hazards on this path instead of just running. Okay, woo. Shit. Man must have ran off with the tax money with how all these bridges go unfixed. This needs to be challenging, looks at Sentinel Beach. You're making fun of me? I can't actually tell. Whoa, calm down. Okay, I think... Oh, that's cool. They've actually got like a little rock bit for the snake. That's neat. Continuous stream of boulders. That is the surefire fix to all level design problems. Just add a bunch of boulders. Sure. Okay, let's do the zoomer now. So, yeah, this open part here just feels way too big because, like, again, you can use the zoomer here as well. I don't really think there was much point to this. I think they should have just, like, had, like, a small beach part that had, like, some interesting level design that you could run around and do stuff on. And then have the zoomer relegated to the water. I don't think there would be a problem with that. I don't really see what the fixation is with having the zoomer in the same area where Jack can go, you know? I'm not... Do these seagulls land? Oh, I guess they do. Yeah, I don't think the seagulls actually serve a purpose other than just being cool. Yeah, I don't know. Like this whole area should have just been a much more condensed area with some interesting platforming, or like just doesn't even have to be like in-depth interesting platforming. Just like something, you know, and then like have the zoomer sectioned off purely to the water. Okay, I am not going to collect any of the orbs because I can already tell the orb placement is purely for the rings, which I'm not really a fan of. And I explained why when playing Guitar's level, but I guess we'll do it now. Oh yeah, and there's fish swimming! Oh, it's so cool! I love these little touches! God, that's so fucking cool! Look at them go! Oh, even the crate placement is for the rings? I actually kind of like that, how there's no cutscene for it. That's kind of neat. I don't know, that was very unchallenging and yeah, I don't know. Feels very like, oh, well, we've got the zoomer. Let's put a ring challenge, I guess. I don't know. This level does feel a lot like leagues ahead of the last level we just played. It still very much feels like incomplete though, like an incomplete concept, you know? But it's much more polished and I appreciate that. Feels very much more like, oh, I actually got like a vision for this one and I'm going to try my best to make a cool level. Which is nice. I appreciate that. And all the little cool touches. So cool. 230 is such a weird number for orbs though. The last one had 230 as well. Okay, we're done here. Could have a lurker shark chasing the zoomer. That'd be funny. Alright, I think... Oh, that's right. I was going to replay this. Let me... I'm not going to replay the whole thing. Just like the loop. Just going to do it the opposite way. See how that plays. Okay. Wait, do I have play hints on? Oh, I do not. I don't know, there might be some custom audio that I'm cutting out. I'll keep that in mind for the next level. That... I don't know why that feels way bigger than it actually is. I don't know, it's just vibes, I guess. Always in red boxes. This feels better going up this path. Still doesn't feel like super challenging or anything, but... yeah, whatever. And then... yeah, it definitely feels like the intention was to go that way first, and then take this path. I can't turn the camera. Oh, I think that was definitely the intention, because you meant to scare off the seagulls there. That's cool. Oh, and then you can chase them. Oh. Yeah, okay, that's definitely the intention, I think. I don't know. I think it felt better going left first. Hey Alex, how are we? I don't know though, like I really like using the launch pads to get up though. Weird. I don't know, it's weird. How's you? I am good, thank you for asking. Also, yeah, I just got a haircut last week and I feel much fucking better about myself, which is nice. Woo. Okay. Let's get to the last level. Oh, sorry, fucking, this controller's broken on... remember how I was complaining that R2 doesn't work anymore? Well, like, it works, but, like, it gets stuck sometimes. L2 is even fucking worse now, which makes me really sad. Thanks, Alex. Okay. Last new level we'll be playing is Overgrown. I have not played this at all. This is a blind playthrough for me. That's... cool. Haven't played this, so I might disconnect the chat. That's fine, Martin. Okay, this one's completely blind, so we'll see how it goes. Packed with meetings today, SMH. Just want a code. RIP. Okay. Just want a code and watch stream? Yeah. I'll just use the fisherman's music? That's kind of cool. Okay. Let's just do a quick recap. The first level was very much a test level. I don't have a lot to say about it. That second level, it was a lot better. It was... still wasn't perfect. I still think it was too big. I still think a lot of the platforming and placement of collectibles and stuff was kind of haphazard and random. Very much just like kind of run around and do stuff without a real flow to it all. And again, I don't understand the fixation with combining the zoomer segments with Jack's on-foot segments. I think it's kind of misguided and it's extremely difficult to do correctly. So, with all that in mind, let's see how this one goes. Oh, Jesus, okay. Oh my god, okay, this is cool. Oh my god, okay, I love that. Oh, these little mushrooms are so cute. Can I open this? I'm guessing there's multiple buttons I gotta push. Okay, oh my god, this is so sick. Oh, I feel like this path could have gone further. Oh well. Jesus. should really play this to get the whole, it's like a whole new game feel. I think we're still yet to really get that with any of these new Jack levels. But it's definitely a really cool thing to experience, something new in this engine, you know? This is neat. Holy crap. Is that in base game? I don't think it is. That didn't sound like Daxter. That's, I hope it's voice acting. Oh boy, he's fast. Oh wow, this is cool. Looks like a Rayman level. A little bit. I don't think the enemies should be in the water though. That's seems like a bit of just a oversight, but that's fine. Ooh, another button. God, that guy's fast. They want to swim too? Not too bad. The river is for the fishes. Oh, shut up, Samos. I kind of like this actually. How like you're blocked from going back that way. You have to. But like that path leads upwards. So like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. Oh, but again, I feel like it kind of goes nowhere. That's a shame. I'm not a big fan of paths that go like somewhere, especially vertically. You get everything there and then you kind of just have to go backwards where you came. I'm not a fan of that. I think everything should try and loop around to some degree. I guess you can jump down there, but you can't really see where you are in relation to the spikes from that high, and I don't think it was telegraphed very well. So yeah, that could be done a bit better. Hey Requiem, how are we? Wow, that's a big jump. That's a really big jump. I'm not a fan of that. Ah, the arcs of the orbs are a bit. God, this level goes on for ages. Okay, these orbs are in the path of the muse. I'm not the biggest fan of that. For the same reason I'm not for the rings. I'm just gonna chase the shit. Checkpoint? Why was it facing me that way? That's a bit weird. Wait, where's the muse? Do I have to restart its chase? I do. Oh, that seems like a bit of an oversight. If you're gonna have the muse chase span multiple checkpoints, that seems like a bit of a. Wait, you can chase it backwards too? No, you can't. Okay, that seems like a bit of a not a great thing to do. Shit, I didn't mean to. Orbs are good at leading the player along, but the zoomer trails and muse already do that. Yeah, like literally, like, I can tell like the orb placement is literally just there, so you can get the orbs while doing a Powercell objective at the same time, and I don't like that. Orbs shouldn't be like something that you collect along the way. They should be like part of some like greater platforming or exploration thing. Instead of just like, oh, well, we want to make it like... Because it just feels like when you do that, you're just making it easier to get 100%, like, quicker. So, like, oh, well, I'm going to be going in this path anyway, because it's like, I'm being led by the rings. If I just place all of the orbs in the path of the rings, well, then you don't have to go out of your way to collect the orbs, and the orbs are just part of the ring challenge. And I don't like that. Ring challenges should recontextualize the level and the space. They shouldn't be like, they shouldn't be like so interconnected with collectibles. I don't really like that. But if Bikini Bottom does that too, always, all the points are just in the way where you have to go. No. I think that's fine with on-foot exploration. That's totally fine. Collectibles should lead the player in the direction that they want them to go. But when it's like a ring challenge, part of the challenge is not knowing where the next ring is going to spawn, right? You need to be like, you know, cognizant and aware of where you're going and where the rings are. You need to be vigilant and pay attention. But if orbs are just leading you, you don't have to pay attention. You know exactly where it's gonna go. And I think that's yeah. I think someone Basin did that, but they also work when just exploring the level beforehand. Yeah, there's a few orbs that are like, you know, that are also in the path of the rings. But it's like the last level we just played, almost every single orb on the ocean was part of the ring challenge. Almost every single one, even the ones in the crates. And I think that's just completely not a good way to do things. Okay, I got him early. I get you, it's better in moderation. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, I think that's kind of it, but it's also just like what the intentionality of the orbs is in the first place. Like when I think of it's gonna be hard to describe, but you know the point in Basin where there's in the first area, like, so you enter the level and there's that giant thing to your left with a scout fly next to it and one of the flying lurkers, and then there's like pool of water around like a pillar, and there's like a trail of orbs that like kind of circle it. Those orbs there, they are not okay. This is a good example actually. They're not only in the path of the lurker you need to chase, but they're also in the path of the blue ring challenge, or is it the purple one? No, the purple one. But the thing is, those orbs, like, if you want to get them while doing the challenge, it's actually kind of difficult. They're not directly in the path, they're just on the path. It's actually quite difficult getting all of those orbs in one go during either of those challenges. You can if you're good, but it's like, that's not their purpose. Their purpose isn't to be collected during either of those challenges. The purpose is, like, they're just there to be collected and to be part of the level design, you know? I think that's a good use of orbs in challenges like that. In the last level, there were literally every single orb was just like continuous and in the way of the rings. It wasn't very, yeah. Shut up. I should have not have turned this on. This feels a bit weird. There's nothing here. This seems interesting. I wonder what the deal with this is. Okay. Okay. I know I could tell that the muse was meant to be catched all the way over there. That seems to be the end of its running path, and where, like, you'll slow down. I don't... Yeah, I mean, I guess we just went through all of this. I don't like the fact that all of these orbs are just placed for the purpose of the muse's path. I'm also not a huge fan of when a level has multiple paths to take of different elevations, but they just both lead to the same place, you know, like... if I want to have separate paths, I want them to be branching paths. I don't want them to, like, lead to the same spot. Because then it's like, well, which path do I take? I'm going to end up having to take both of them because they both have collectibles on them. I guess I'm gonna have to backtrack, but... And I guess I can go up next time, but I don't know, it just feels a bit... not great. Okay, what's this? Shut up. I'm bad. Wow, this just keeps going, doesn't it? Even in levels like Fire Canyon and Mountain Pass, where you're supposed to go through the level in a linear fashion, the orbs are still used as an optional challenge. Yeah, they're not like directly in the player's like straight like path, right? You can, if you're good enough, you can get all 50 orbs in Mountain Pass on your first go. It's actually really difficult to do that. Like on a first time, even like as a seasoned veteran of this Jumpy Wahoo game, it's really difficult to get it all in one go. The orbs shouldn't be there. It's just like, you know, oh, a given. Like they're orbs are their own mini challenge in themselves. If it's a finite collectible, treat it like a finite collectible. Make them like have each one have a purpose. You know, don't just like put them there because oh, it's a collectible. You need to collect things. This is really neat, actually. This is really cool. I like this a lot. That's really cool. I like that. Cutscenes felt a little bit scuffed, but I like the fact that there was even a cutscene for that. That's so cool. I love that. Okay, we're gonna climb the inside of this tree. Oh my god, okay. This is classic platforming right here. Go inside a hollowed out tree and climb in and out of it. Oh, so good. I'm wary of my health. Ah, that was so cool. I love that. That's so good. Whoa, what is this? What the what? This is really weird. Okay, hence my point. I have to come all the way back here just to collect all that stuff because I took a different path. That's not fair. That's very odd. And then it's gonna... That's... Okay, that's really weird. Getting spoiled here? Sorry. Like the stream. I mean, this is neat, though. I think if all of this was placed above water, that would have been fine, you know? I think if the Muse was chased up here, that would have been much, much better. Because, like, you know, it would have all these orbs here anyway because it's just a path, and, like, the path is leading the player. Instead of like, oh, it's leading you here because this is where the Muse goes. What is this for? Oh, oh! Oh my god, that's really cool, actually. That's really neat. I like that. The placement of those platforms there and like the placement of everything could have been a bit better, but like that's really creative. I like that a lot. God, this was really cool. I like this section here. This whole elevated path feels really, really neat. $165. I don't understand the random orb amounts. I don't know if that's placeholder or they want to add more or what the deal is. Okay, I guess the last thing to do, yeah, is to go to that door we unlocked. I do like the fact that a lot of this does feel like it's not just reused assets. I know the rocks here and the grass are very reused. Actually, I think it might... Maybe all of it is reused. I'm not recognizing these trees, but like the vibe here does feel very its own. It doesn't feel like it's just making something with like a bunch of like stuff that already exists. But like, I mean, like these, I think these are from Boggy Swamp, but like they're recolored so they feel more appropriate to this level's color scheme and stuff, which is nice. Yeah, I don't like these blind jumps when having to backtrack. It's just kind of like a hard thing to even really do within Jack's engine, like vertical platforming. Sick. Oh, this is neat. So cool. Dark little cave. Love the spider webs. Okay, cool. That was sick. I really like that. Okay, final verdict. Oh, is this my favorite level so far? I think it might be, to be honest. I still think there's a myriad of small issues to do with the level design, but this just, it immediately just feels much better than everything that's come before. Much more focused, much more like, oh, like, you know, this is a level 4 Jack. Like, we're not shoehorning the zoomer in it, having to make the level 4 times as big, you know? I like that a lot. I don't know, just the aesthetic and the vibe. Very nice. Hold on, I wanna... Let's do that. Let's have a look. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that it is one linear path. I think what would have been much better if it was like, instead of long like this, if it was more square. So like you would start here, get to this part, and then this next section would be like here. And then the final part with the tree would be here. And then once you're done, you jump back down into the first part. I think that would have been a lot better. If you are to do a linear Jack stage, like Boggy Swamp, you know, the goat, have it loop around. Don't make it so you have to like literally like just retrace your steps to get back anywhere. I don't think that's very good. Especially like if this is like part of like a broader level set. Where's the exit meant to be, you know? Like I'm not giving it too much shit for that fact alone, because we do come here through Warp Gate. But like if this was meant to be connected to a broader area, I'm not really sure where the exit would be. I'm not really sure how you would do that. Yeah. All in all, though, I quite enjoyed this one. This might be my favorite so far. Accidentally used goat and Boggy Swamp in the same sentence. Ha ha ha. I'm the streamer here. I'm the washed up video essayist. I have all the good takes, okay? You have to bow to my opinions. Get your own YouTube channel. I can't remember which one is the hover button, but it's neither of them are working. Whatever. I think it would have been better if in the cutscene this opened, maybe? I'm not sure, actually. How does it compare to Qatar's levels? I think... What is it? What's Crystal Cave was the best level that Qatar made. And... Oh, was it? I mean, yes, I do think Crystal Cave was the best one he made, but Energy Bay had the potential to be the best one. Let me just kill this so I can have some quiet. Okay. Crystal Cave was good, but there was a lot about it that again felt very like haphazardly placed and misguided with its use of platforming and verticality. The way you can't actually do the level loop the opposite way really makes no sense to me. I don't understand why he did it like that. It's such a small thing. It had some good ideas. I like the little platforming thing inside the ship. That was cool. I like the buffed up back from meeting with manager. Awesome, Alex. I like the buffed up green eco crystal with like I'm walking on the hurt floor, doing a recap. Yeah, I'm kind of giving an overview of all the levels released so far because I think this might be my favorite. I feel like Crystal Cave doesn't feel. I don't get very much of a sense of flow from it. It doesn't. It feels challenging in like the literal. Like what you meant to do with the button inputs and and like the platforming. But in terms of collectibles, it doesn't feel very challenging at all. It kind of misses the point with a lot of how collectibles are handled in this game. Case in point, like how the orb cache at the very start of the level is handled, and I went pretty in depth with that. And then the orb cache, and then the jump pads and the orb caches in the next area. Like I don't think that was handled very well at all. I think aesthetically it's kind of cool. It's a bit garish at times. It feels like kind of like, oh, glowy is kind of the aesthetic, and it kind of overdoes that a little bit, I think. This one feels a lot calmer to me, and it feels more whole in that regard. Simpler, but better executed, I think. Can I give a stupid criticism? You certainly can. The next... It feels a bit video game. The whole point of Jak 1 is it can change over a level. I'm going to have to ask you to elaborate. But this whole level is green. I'm not entirely sure what you mean, I'm sorry. So Crystal Cave I think was Guitar's best level, but I wasn't like vibing with it a whole lot. There was a lot of small things that kind of irritated me. What's the next one? Crescent Top? Hate that level. I genuinely do not. I genuinely do not like that level. Really epitomizes the big problem with trying to like have Jak gameplay with Zoomer gameplay in the same level. It just does not. It can. I think it theoretically it can be done well. It's stupid. I'm stupid. Okay, that's okay, Alex. It's fine. It's whatever. I just don't think it was done well at all. It had some really cool parts. I really love the platforming up the robot. I really liked the lava platforming. Like when Katara is doing like linear platforming gauntlets, he's actually really fucking good at it. More so than anything here, I think. Yeah, if Katara was making like Crash Bandicoot style challenge levels for Jak, he would do really well at it. Because like those are really good. But like the way everything is, like that level is so massive and everything is so spread out. There's so many points where like all the little like orb placements and tiny little platforming things completely pointless and disconnected from everything. I'm not a fan. I'm just not really a fan. The third level was Energy Bay. That one had the potential to be really good. Even like with combining the Zoomer with Jak's gameplay, if he shrunk down the level maybe by about like half, and have it feel a bit more dense, not as like spread out and huge, that would have helped a lot. A lot of the on foot parts felt a bit weird and disconnected. I think they he could have rearranged some of the stuff there to make it feel a bit more organic. I like the concept of having to activate all of these windmills to exit the level. That was really cool. The Zoomer parts felt like pretty okay. I don't like the ring challenge, how like has all the orb placements. We've gone over that. I did like how it combined on foot and rings at the very start. That was cool. The Red Eco gameplay is kind of odd, but like I kind of am I think it's kind of okay. Yeah. And then River to Water that we played, proof of concept, just like a practice level. I don't really think too much about that one, to be honest. What is it? Rock Lake, or the last one we played. That was good. Very simple. Not much to it, but it was a lot more well executed than Cuttlefish's first level. And then this one was actually like quite good. I think the issue of linearity is very present. The issue of multiple paths and stuff, and pointless orb placements and leading the player through like the muse thing was a thing I wasn't a fan of. This section here, I think, like if it was all water or some sort of hazard below this main path, that would have been a lot better. And if the muse chased you through this path, that would have been a lot better. I think there's a fundamental problem with having the muse track through multiple stages of the level instead of like a big loop, because then when you die and get checkpointed here, you have to activate the muse chase again. That seems like an oversight. But I don't know, this one just felt very... It felt very, he reeled in his ambitions a bit and just tried to execute something solid. And I think he, for the most part, did. Like, there's small issues, but like, for the most part, it's pretty decent. I really like this last bit here. It's simple, but the concept is really cool. So if I had to rank all the levels so far... Okay, I would put River to Water at the very bottom because it barely feels like a level, which is fine. Then I would put Crescent Top. Then I would put Energy Bay. Then Rock Pool. Then Crystal Cave. Then this level. That's how I would rank all the levels released so far. I think Cuttlefish has done a pretty good job with this level. I'm pretty happy with it. I was skeptical going in. I thought it would have the same problems with like space and scale and stuff as his last level, but this one's pretty good. It's nothing great, but you know, it's very solid, and I'm quite happy with this level. Oh, also, I'm just not a fan of the music in Guitar's levels. I think it's really cool that that there is custom music at all. These levels just reuse songs from the game, which, you know, is what it is. I don't really fault Cuttlefish for that whole lot, you know. But I'm just... Crescent Top especially, it does not feel very jack to me. Energy Bay feels a little closer, but gets very repetitive, especially with how huge the level is, how much time you're going to be spending with it. And then Crystal Cave feels a little... I don't know, just kind of basic, I guess. I'm not sure how to describe it. The songs, that is, for those levels. But yeah. I'd rank Energy Bay over Rock Pool, to be honest. Rock Pool is very basic, and there's not much to it. And it has some issues, but it doesn't frustrate me as much as Energy Bay. But Energy Bay is going for something a lot grander, and I don't think it pulls it off very well. But like, I get the intention, and I get the vision. I just don't think it was pulled off very well. I think you could rank them either or. They have the drawbacks are very different, and I guess that's a matter of preference. I honestly am not like, I don't strongly hold one over the other. They're very, yeah. Okay. I think I'm done with the new levels. What should we do now? I don't know why I can't hover. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, hey. Something. For me, so far, Energy Bay is my favorite, I think, because I gelled with what it was trying to do. I liked what it was trying to do as well, it just frustrated me. Because I don't think it pulled it off very well at all. But I understand what it was trying to do. What is this? This water? Okay. Whoa. Game? Whoa, hello. Where am I? Apparently I'm in Geyser now. That's... Yeah, bye, Jack. Can you kill me, please? Am I gonna die? What? Hello? Please? Do a speedrun of the main games? What, right now? What I should do is update my Jack 3 install and suss that out. That might take a while though. I won't do that today. I should though. Yes, right now. I'm not a speedrunner though. Can you kill me, please? Never mind. Crash the game. That's fine. What do we got? I guess there's Orb Hunt I can continue doing. Maybe for Jack 2. Mod thing was actually really easy to do. I feel dumb now, yeah. Actually, I did install the random cell order on the regular launcher. Let me see if that's been fixed. Because I had some issues with it. Though I'm not sure I'll be able to notice any immediately. If any of those issues have been fixed. Shut up. No early, no early. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's all good. What should we do? Honestly, I haven't been streaming much lately because I'm kind of at a loss with what even to do on stream. There's some videos I really want to work on. I should probably do that. I haven't been doing that lately. Don't know where my controller is. I've been using for PC right now. RIP. I wish Deity was awake because I really need to talk to him about Mad Max. And Jack 3. No damage runs if you haven't done. I'm very new here. Not this stream, but ideas. Yeah, I don't want to torture myself with that. I did my time with Deathless. Yeah, I really don't want to do no damage runs. I did my time. Yeah, exactly. No, I still want to do Jack 2 Hero Mode Deathless single segment. That's something I still want to accomplish. It's just very tedious and difficult, and I don't have my PS2 set up for streaming anymore. It's hooked up to my CRT, and if I'm going to do that, I want to do it on PS2. Imagine needing to talk to someone on the other side of the world. I do that every single day. Imagine being long distance. Tried longer than me, you're stronger, I bow down. I feel like I don't really have any, like, goals for the channel at the moment, which is, at least for streaming, which, I don't know, it feels a little pointless to do a stream if I'm not, like, working towards something. So I wish we could have some cool things to, like, do and work towards sort of thing, you know what I mean? Have a hard time talking to people in the same house. Yeah. Plain understandable. The only game I've done no damage was Arkham City. Wanted to die. That does sound painful. Can I turn this? Okay, just never mind. I just don't want to fall into the rut of, like, when I stream, it's just, oh, I'm going to play Jack for the sake of it, like what I'm doing right now with random cell order. I want that to be, like, something I'm trying to do, you know. I guess the obvious answer there is speedrun, but I don't... Oh, I'm not a fan of speedrunning Jack. At least none of the categories that... Yeah. I need to find a good category if I wanted to do that.
Here comes a big one.
Oh wait, you know what I have been playing lately? I've been replaying the Ratchet and Clank Future Saga. Oh boy, do I have a lot of fucking thoughts on those games. God. Oh, I really hate tools. I really hate Quest for Booty. A Crack in Time is actually better. I wasn't expecting it to be, but it's not by a lot. Yeah, God.
Here comes a big one.
And I finally got a DualSense in my possession. I'm borrowing it. So I'm gonna play Rift Apart soon. Oh wait, Jack X Seaport Strip is damn addicting. Oh yeah, I watched that video when it came out and I was like, damn. And then I learned it. It's like, fuck, that is so much fun. Don't know anyone who likes Quest for Booty. But it's not even like a, oh, I dislike the game. It's just like, it's just so shit. And it's like, it's just so annoying. Why did we make a whole mini game about the pirates, the worst part of tools? I don't understand. So up from a Jack X stream. I don't know. I did a Jack X playthrough a few years ago, and it was very... I'm gonna sit here in silence and concentrate on the races, and they were very not enjoyable streams. Yeah. I mean, that's why you watch me, right? Oh, that was smooth. The pirates did feel like something Insomniac was trying to make a big deal. I fucking hate them so... Just... I really struggle to understand the kind of adult who would find the writing in Quest for Booty or any moment with the pirates in any of the games as funny or charming or anything. They are so fucking annoying and unfunny. Oh my god, don't even get me started on like the... Oh my god. The planet I just played last night in Kraken Time, the one with the one with Azimuth, and you like infiltrate a place, Pollux or some shit. God, why is the writing so unfunny? Pirates are funny because pirates are funny, so we just have pirates. We funny, easy. So true. I don't even know if I want to go in depth with my critique of those games. It's just so meh. Remove so much edge, it's like cutting with a spoon. It's like cutting with a hammer, more like. It's just so jarring when you look at clips or you play bits of like Kraken Time or something and then you like go back to that first game, you know? Like, what the fuck happened? Oh, it's so... You know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like... I think the strongest part of a Kraken Time that I've played thus far is, when it comes to the writing at least, the stuff with Clank and Orvis. My problem is, this shouldn't have been in a Ratchet and Clank game. I like the idea of like a character we've known for a long time, finds out his true past. His father has kind of been with him this whole time with like a program inside of him to replicate his father that he's had inside him from birth, and it's just been activated, and he gets to meet his father like through this like program. I think it's kind of really sweet and melancholic, and I think they actually did a good job with it, you know? My problem is that like, not only did it retcon like Clank's already like, you know, it retcons Clank's like entire thematic purpose in one, and like the fact that we already saw his origin with his mother, but also like just this sort of storytelling, this sort of writing is so contradictory to the wry and edgy writing and tone of the original games that it feels very inauthentic, you know? So like I like the Clank stuff in concept if it was part of a different series, and was pulled off well, but God, it just doesn't belong in this series, and I hate it. The stuff with Ratchet though, I just don't like at all. I don't think Ratchet should have been part of like some mega special race or whatever. I think it's cool for the sidekick. Especially since, like, in, you know, Ratchet's whole point was that he was a nobody guy in a backwater planet. I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. I hate it so much. It's funny that Clank's father was Super Mario. Charles... Oh, that's cool. I didn't actually know that. Can I just be a guy? You can be whatever you want to be. The police can't stop you. Do it. I'm from a backwater town. You and me both. I hate video games. I hate this video game. It's bad. My PS3 is dusty. Have I played Into the Nexus? As a kid, Into the Nexus was my favorite on the PS3. I am very curious to go back to that one, which I will be doing once I finish Crack in Time. And then once I finish Nexus, I'll finally play Rift Apart. I know I'm just gonna be bitching the whole time, but I need to know, you know, I've been with this series long enough that I think I should just play it. I have it installed. I pirated it. I didn't pay for it. I want to be an arsonist. Same. Have you ever played the Sly Cooper series? Yes, I have. I have many thoughts. I have many thoughts on many things. I don't like Sly 2. I wish I could like things, you know? I'm going the wrong way. Have you played All for Wonderful Frontal Assault? I have not. Those are the only Ratchet games I have not played, like, at all. Oh, well, and Rift Apart, of course. I still need to beat Secret Agent Clank, but I've played the first level a bunch of times. Yeah. I thought Sly 2 was the best. That's what everyone thinks, and oh god, that game frustrates me a lot. And again, it's like, I hate being this person, like, oh yeah, I'm the bitch who hates what everyone loves. Everyone loves Crack in Time, everyone loves Sly 2. I hate I don't hate Sly 2, just, oh my god. Sly 4 best? So true. No. I wish Jak 3 was good. God. Never played a Sly. It's weird. Like, I think the Sly games are good, but, like, they're not... But I hate it because Zeke says it's bad, that's how it works. Of course, you listen to the streamer with the... Well, you listen to the streamer. I was gonna say with, like, the cool personality that you have a parasocial connection to, but no one thinks I'm cool. It's okay. Jackson Slide, play 1 to 3. Play Sly 1 to 3, then you're golden. The cool streaming with the correct opinion. Yeah, well, the correct opinion there is true, but not the cool streaming. These streams are lame. I don't know, like, when I think of, like, Jak, Ratchet, and Sly as, like, you know, works in the gaming canon, and whether or not, like, I think people should, like, play them, I think of, like, well, I think what makes Jak really special and really stand out to me is, the big jump from 1 to 2 and how well I think it pulls it off, and how Jak 2 is, I think, a mechanical masterpiece. Just incredibly unique, nothing like it at all. Is able to do really cool things with its premise and everything. I think Jak 2 is an incredibly unique experience. When I think of Ratchet, I think of Ratchet 1 as this really cool, like, platformer that uses, like, weapons as sort of power-ups and has really cool level design. It's just like an incredibly solid and well-realized experience on, like, every level, an aesthetic level, mechanical, like, just, and storytelling, just everything. Like, the game is really, really well executed. There really is nothing like Ratchet 1. The rest of the series, you know, you can, like, kind of take it or leave it. 2 is really solid, 3 dips in quality. Gladiator is, like, kind of its own thing, but it's, like, a whole lot of fucking fun. But when I think of, like, Sly, I think, well, Sly 1 is a really cool evolution of Crash Bandicoot style gameplay in, like, a different setting and context. Sly 2 has some... is I think a cooler direction for the series. It feels more its own. And I think the character writing is actually surprisingly deep for, like, a game of its ilk. But the gameplay is just kind of whatever, and I'm not a huge fan of the gameplay. Like, I think the setup for the gameplay is really cool. I just think there's so many like moments that are just really frustrating and not very fun and very mini-gamey. And even the context feels kind of contrived a lot of the time. And I get it's like a cartoony game, but like, I don't know. And then Sly 3, I think like, I think Sly 3 has the best story in the trilogy, has the best like writing and blah blah blah. But again, I think like the gameplay is just kind of fine. It's the same format as Sly 2, with a lot more mini games that kind of detract from what makes the game like makes this like gameplay system cool and fun. They are a lot more polished and way less frustrating than Sly 2, but like there's more of them. So it's kind of just hard to recommend Sly as a series for me. I like the games, but I don't know. Like when compared to Jack and Ratchet, I don't. If someone's like, oh, I've never played Sly before, I have a harder time just going like, yes, you should play these games as opposed to Jack and Ratchet. I don't know. That's my big thing. And Rift Apart is pandering to the woke mob. They added a female Lombax. So true. Also, has my gameplay been laggy this whole time? I can't actually tell in my OBS window. That's whatever. Sly is fun, but the HT ports are god-awful. Yeah. You know what, though? I much prefer those HD ports to whatever the fuck we're getting these days. Oh my god. I would rather botched ports than ports that aren't actually ports. They're just like, where they replace all the assets and oh, don't even get me fucking started. Legacy of Kain bullshit. Open goal the best? Hell yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. My sense of humor is very dry, I've been told. Yeah. I feel like Rack 2016 reused the same assets from the Future series. Did it? It's been so long since I played that. Anyway, yeah. The more I think about Rift Apart, the less I like it. Its story pacing is so all over the place. Well, I'm excited to see. Ooh. We're playing it soon enough. Would anyone have like a real objection if I just started playing Rift Apart, even though it's like in the middle of the story and stuff, and there's like, I'm just playing it, not to finish it on stream, but just because I'm playing it anyway? Would anyone be opposed to that, or would everyone leave because it's not Jack and Daxter? Sorry, I vanished immediately after saying hi. Friend drama. That's fine. That's fine. Be here till 5. I'd watch it. Okay, sure. Let me do that. Also, I gotta use this fucking this PS2 wireless controller that I really dislike because I don't have a working PS3 controller, which is really annoying. Let's see if I can. What is it? Capture device. That's it. Game. Hey, look at that. Worked. Dupe. And let's... Sweet. Wait, I gotta... Hold on, I gotta, I gotta change my whole setup because I need to be able to see the game I'm playing and not just through my OBS window. 1 second. Cool. And then... Sweet. put that over there. Oh god, it's so... everything's changed now. I don't like it. I hate playing on my smallest screen. Alright. Oh, no Jack, bye. Thanks, Alex. Like to see you play Rift Apart. Wait, did I say Rift Apart earlier? I meant a Crack in Time. Yeah, see a chump, no Jack, no subject. Yeah. Hold on, let me, is this audible to you guys? Did I say Rift Apart? I'm so sorry. Six for that controller arse. I hate everything about this controller. The triggers are like they activate at the slightest touch and it's really annoying. The shoulder buttons are just not very good. The buttons feel sticky. The D-pad is horrendous, and yeah, the sticks are just not very good. Okay, am I blocking anything with my setup? Should I just do? Wait, where's my health? It's up top, and then weapons. Everything's up top, so I can just do like this. That might be better, maybe, or I don't think there's anything in the bottom left. The bottom right, except for the map, which you guys don't really need to see. Okay, that's fine. Using a DualSense control on the PS3, so you can do that actually. I know, but no, I'm using this Retro Fighter's wireless PS2 controller, which is not very good. I don't recommend it.
Just use your Rift repaired on engineering deck 13. Lockdown terminated.
I do really like the Clank gameplay. I don't think anyone really I don't think anyone really disagrees with the Clank gameplay being really good in this game.
What do they say? Never put up today what you've already done yesterday. No, that's not right. Always do today what you didn't put up yesterday. Nope, that wasn't it either. Yeah, well, it was something about doing stuff and when it should be done.
So stupid.
This way, sir.
Some puzzles are cheesable.
Junior caretaker to Solana Terminal 6.
I'm not familiar.
Junior caretaker
Welcome back,
to
Alex.
Solana Terminal 6.
Ah, Chris! More terrorists! I'll get the door. There's another one!
I hate how these things are just like everywhere in these games, like on every fucking planet. I don't understand. Actually, doing Clank sections, yeah, and these ones are actually decent. But you know, like for all like the praise I can give to this game, like as good as it can be at times, like every moment I'm playing this, I'm just like, I really just want to play the older games.
Sigmund, why am I not affected by altered time?
That's your quantum actuator at work. It provides temporal immunity for those of us who protect time.
Okay.
Temporal recording initiated. Temporal recording initiated. Temporal recording initiated.
Come on! Orientation room's this way. This is the most awesomest part of the clock! Large screen Crystal X display. VG 9800.
Coffee for thee, what y'all like? Something with oat milk, I guess.
Take a seat, sir. Orientation video is about to start.
Do you mean Crack in Time? This one? Best feature game?
Dun, da, da, da. Orvis Industries presents The Great Clock and You with your host, Orvis.
Hello! And, oh, is it on? Sigmund, the light is blinking. Should it be blinking?
Hold on, sir. Okay, try now.
Hello, and welcome to the Great Clock. You're here because you've been selected to join our team. And we couldn't be happier to have you. We have a lot to discuss, but first, let's take a look at what the Great Clock is. Eons ago, our kind entrusted the Fongoids with a special gift. The gift of time travel. We had hoped it would enrich their lives as it did ours, but unfortunately...
They loused it up!
Sigmund, let's just say they were overzealous in its use. After only 3,000 short years, the Fongoids' use of time travel wore the space-time continuum thin. Paradoxes stacked on top of paradoxes, conundrums on top of conundrums, until one day, a tiny rift in the continuum destroyed 83 celestial entities. Existence, it seemed, was at an end. If the universe was to survive, it would need a heart transplant. So, I designed a special gift to repair the damage. The Great Clock. Built in the exact center of the universe, give or take 50 feet. The clock would repair the rift and restore temporal normality to the universe. And that, my son, is where you come in. There are only 2 rules concerning the operation of the Great Clock. Number 1, under no circumstances is it to be used as a time machine. The clock is not meant to alter time, only to keep it. Number 2, should you find yourself wanting to use the clock as a time machine, consult rule number 1. Did you hear that, Sigmund? Because rule number 1, you see, says don't do it.
Brilliant, sir.
All right. Let's go have some tea.
Incredible. The Great Clock is responsible for
Sorry, I'll talk in a sec.
across the universe.
Now you know why Orvis kept it such a secret. Without this station, the universe would just collapse on itself.
And where is the real Orbis?
I told you. It's a secret. Now, come on. It's time for another lesson.
Okay, just don't care if this character, not gonna lie. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to give a generally pretty derpy species time travel. Yeah, that seems... I think a big problem of the writing in these future games is they'll introduce concepts or ideas and not really actually think them through fully, or like grapple with the implications of it. Like I talked a lot about how, oh, Ratchet's race, this incredible, like, you know, godlike being race. Yeah, they just like did a genocide on this other race, and the villain of Tools is like the last of the race that the Lombax has genocided, and there's no like. There's no confronting that idea. It's just taken as a given, like, oh no, it's okay. That was the evil race. The Lombaxes had a right to genocide them. It's like, oh, yeah, that's great. Thanks, guys. There's just no real deeper thought put into the ideas and concepts they introduce. And yeah, if the Zoni are like these really smart, really like advanced race of beings, why would they just give the like ability to time travel to these like this random race of people? I don't. It just seems like, oh, we need a backstory, so like here, I don't know. I'm not asking for anything like super deep either, just like some like consideration of like the implications, you know. I don't know. I thought they were exiled, but still a heavy subject. Exile is genocide. Genocide doesn't just mean the killing or destruction of a whole group of people. Like, removing them from their place of origin or their home is also a genocide. But they're evil, right? Yeah. CCP into the chat, yeah. Yeah. I remember like very specific points in tools as well. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I just remember like very specific moments where I was like, huh, that's actually an interesting like thought to bring up. And then the game just doesn't like explore the implications of what was brought up. Like I need to go back through it again to like give specific examples, but like it feels like really, if the games were gonna have like much more serious tones and plots and story than the originals, like lay off the satire, try to tell a very self-serious plot, like I think it's misguided, like the direction itself, but like I was willing to like, you know, judge it on its own terms, and like even on its own terms I feel like the writing is just very shallow. But I don't know, I'm actually not like a big hater of Orvis as a character or like his role or anything. I think he's kind of cute, to be honest. Like that whole cutscene with like Sigmund and Orvis was, I don't know, I thought it was kind of nice. And I do like, you know, the slight tragedy with Orvis and Clank and stuff. I think it's kind of cool. But again, just like, I think it's well done, but I don't think it should have been in this series, you know. Never heard that definition before. But genocide encapsulates a lot of different things. You should look it up.
It's good to see you again. And now it's time for your most important lesson.
What am I learning this time?
The clock's primary function is to maintain temporal normality. When that normality is threatened, you must act to repair it.
Genociding what? Hey, Lady Sausage. We're talking about how, you know, the Lombaxes did a genocide, you know, just a cheeky genocide on the Kragmites, but it's okay because they were the evil race, so it's completely justified. We're not gonna examine the implications of this whatsoever.
Really, Comet. Beautiful, isn't it? As you can see, it has fallen prey to temporal rifts. As caretaker, it's up to you to fix it. Go ahead, give it a try. Fix the rifts by focusing your Chronoceptor's beam on each anomaly.
I did Google it unless I need to find a certain site that specifically talks about killing. Look, yeah, genocide is a political term. It's not something you just look up in the dictionary. Just looking at what Google says on the first search result is not a good definition. You want like an actual look, United States Holocaust Memorial Museum is probably a good place to start. There's the UN definition. I know that's got some contention. Hold on, this actually isn't very good. Let me just go to the UN. Definition. In the present convention, genocide means any of the following acts committed with the intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group, such as 1. Killing members of the group, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part, imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group, forcibly transferring children of the group to another group. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. I know the UN definition isn't perfect, but it's a political term, you know. It's not just, oh, we killed this group of people. That's not sufficient. I mean, sorry, it's not that's not sufficient. Like that doesn't encapsulate the entire definition.
You're doing quite well.
Temporal ribbon inbound in 3, 2.
I have to pee on the graves as well, else it's not enough. Yeah, exactly.
Keep going. Just a few left.
Temporal ribbon
It's just that's not in line with anything I've heard about up until this point. About the definition, so of course I'm hesitant. Well, you should be open to educating yourself, I guess. Also, these minigame things are just not interesting.
Warning. Rift detected.
Also, again, like, genocide isn't just like a dictionary definition thing. It's a political term. So just looking at like what the Oxford Dictionary says in the first Google result, it's not helpful in the slightest. Didn't say I was. No, I know, but it's like I've just given you like a pretty in-depth definition from a reputable source. I don't know, like I don't understand why you need to be hesitant about that. If it's like, if I'm not even like changing the definition of what you already understood to be genocide, I'm just expanding it.
Fire at you, just swing your chronoscepter and give them a taste of their own medicine. Time reversal is also handy for rewinding anything your enemies throw at you. I hope you don't mind, but I borrowed these figments from your subconscious. All right, Figment, snap to it. You're a natural. Wonderful, wonderful.
Are you gonna... What are you doing? Hello?
It very much reminds me of a
Maybe we let the genocide rest. Yeah, well, this is Ratchet and Clank's fault. How about this level? Like, what a game, yeah. Oh wow, I didn't know that. It's not L2, it's R2. L2. Oh, L2 is still, you still strafe as Clank, I didn't know that. But yeah, you press R2, you can... That's cool, I didn't know that. Whoa, that was weird. Look, it's Daxter, also hey. Hey. Yes, this is Daxter.
Very proud of you, XJ0461. And now, you're ready for the task ahead. Go forth and fix time.
Oh, look, I'm not blaming anyone, but like we're talking about the Ratchet and Clank future games, and this was something I had on my mind anyway about tools and the role of the Kragmites and the Lombaxes. So I was gonna, the conversation was probably gonna come up anyway.
Are you ready to repair time?
Ready as I will ever be, Sigmund. But may I ask, what is the chamber?
Ah, the Orbis chamber. That's the main control hub of the entire facility. It's also the most secure. I've never been inside it myself, but I hear it has a master switch for the entire universe.
I think there's a gold bolt somewhere here. I can't remember. Oh, also something. Okay, I really hate. It's so weird that this game. So what I really dislike about Tools is it very much just feels like, oh, this is a PS3 Ratchet and Clank game. It's literally exactly the same with most elements of it. It's just on the PS3 now. Like, even to the point where it reuses a lot of the sound effects from the original games. And stuff like that. A Crack in Time very much feels like the first proper PS3 Ratchet and Clank game, where it's like, oh, this isn't Ratchet and Clank, but it's on the PS3. This is a PS3 Ratchet game. Like it finally does its own things. It replaces like all of the old sound, like most of the old sound effects. It feels markedly different. But it's weird that like this is a direct sequel to Tools, and it feels so disconnected from Tools. Not only because like it feels very different with like the PS3, like how it feels as a PS3 game, but also like the Kragmites and the Zoni play like zero role in this game. Like the Kragmites are like not brought up like at all, really. Like I think Azimuth like briefly brings up what's it, the bad guy from the first one, Tachyon, and the Zonia, like, they were like this really big important like thing in Tools, like this mysterious force in Tools, and then like they're in the very first cutscene of this game, and then never again. They're just relegated to a fucking, to a collectible, and what happened? I don't understand. It's so stupid. Ugh. It's like, oh yeah, Clank is a Zoni, I guess, but like, well, the Zoni have no presence in this fucking plot. That's the goofiest jump I've ever seen. Tools was good at the time, but it aged like milk, and the balance is... I don't even agree with that. I think like at the time, even then, it's just like, oh, this is just a Ratchet and Clank game, but on PS3. And like, to be clear, I don't think Tools is like a bad game. I just think it's the most average experience I've ever played. Like nothing about it is like very good. It doesn't do anything egregiously horrible either. It's just very like, oh, I guess I spent 7 hours playing this. You know, that's kind of it. Wouldn't expanding a definition change it though, since it changes the context in which it can be used? Yeah. I don't understand what your contention is here. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother anymore.
Rift repaired on engineering deck 13.
Your first task
Lockdown terminated.
is to repair the damage caused by Dr. Nefarious.
Unmemorable is what I call it. Yeah, but I don't think that encapsulates all my problems with Tools. It's just so fucking bland. Yeah.
Time anomalies detected on planet Quantos.
I remember being mind blown with Tools of Destruction's graphics. Gaming news headlines kept comparing it to a Pixar film. I just think it's just kind of so. Biggest crime of a game is not being fun. I totally disagree. No, we need to abandon this view that video games must be fun. Like it's whatever. It's just, no, it's stupid. It needs to be good at what it's trying to do. It needs to be interesting. And Tools is very, very uninteresting.
One. Temporal ribbon impact in 3, 2, 1.
Nicely done.
Warning. Rift seeker detected. Warn temporal ribbon inbound in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, this is just so whatever.
Pretty good at this, sir.
Warning. Rift seeker detected. Warning. Rift seeker detected. Warning. Rift seeker detected.
And it wants to be fun in this case. I mean, yeah, but like,
To planet Quantos.
if it, yeah. Tools is just sourceless. Ugh. It just really has nothing going for it, I think. Like, everything it does has been done in better, in other games in the series. The things that is unique to it is very just surface level and forgettable. I did replay Tools a few years ago, and it was average. At least Crack in Time felt more enjoyable in comparison. And I think Crack in Time still has a lot of like issues, you know. But like at least this one like has something going for it, like a few things, you know. And it feels like it's finally doing something different with the series, like the split up way it tells the story, and actually trying to do something interesting with the story, I guess, with like the perspectives of the main characters and how they're doing like completely different things and things that are different for them, you know, for those characters.
Temporal recording initiated. Temporal recording initiated. Temporal recording initiated.
Oh, there's a gold bolt right there. Can I go back? I cannot. Is it this way? It is this way, so it doesn't even matter. I saw another game people are comparing to Jack while only being like Jack because its colorful and has jumping. I fucking hate that so much. Fading skies.
Failure detected in VersaFuse 0017.
Oh yeah, no, I think I saw this. I think I saw the Kickstarter for this. It lists Jack as an inspiration. I think I've said this a number of times now, but I really, truly do not feel like... Like, I love the indie boom of 3D platforms and stuff. I think there's a lot of cool stuff, but like, God, I still don't feel like the genre has progressed at all since Jack and Ratchet and Sly. Like... Just, the genre in the indie space feels so much more concerned with trying to do callbacks or like spiritual successors to older games that we all love, like Banjo or Spyro or like Jack or whatever, but like none of them are trying to take bold swings in new directions and try new stuff that like really elevate the genre, and it's really disappointing, honestly. Like, I played Pseudo Regalia. That game's really fucking cool. I don't think I haven't played a 3D platformer that's like a, you know, an open Metroidvania before, and that was really cool. Had a really decent moveset. And the vibes are just like immaculate. But it just still feels... It still doesn't feel like it was going for anything like, you know, high concept, you know? Which I guess is like fine, but...
Welders dispatched to primary chronosphere. All personnel, please stand clear.
I still need to play, what's it called? Oh no, I forgot the name now. What is it? Shit, is that one you like, Martian? There's two of them. One was 2D, the next was 3D. Martian, I'm waiting. Please, help.
Roof repaired on engineering deck.
I can't remember the name of it.
Lockdown terminated.
I'm just gonna have to look it up myself, aren't I? Anodyne. I still gotta play Anodyne. That's it. No, I said there was two of them. The first one was 2D, the second one was 3D. Anodyne. Still gotta play that. Anodyne 2 looks really cool. I like Pseudo Regalia. No, I love Pseudo Regalia. I thought the game was really sick. I don't think like it... Again, I just don't think it's like elevating the genre like and doing new bold things with it like Crash. I mean like Jack and Ratchet were, you know? Why aren't these reflecting? There we go. I really fucked myself using the word fun in this case. Let's try again. The game has an intention. The golden rule of a good game is that its intention is executed. I think that's all art, really. Well, most art, like, you know, shades of grey. The intention was to make a fun game, I would think in this case, so they failed at their biggest thing being fun. This does not mean all art is fun or some BS. Yes, thank you. That's the... I didn't think you would, like, that's what you genuinely meant, because I know you better than that, but yeah, there you got it. I do like that, you know, fixing the planets in this minigame thing actually does when you play as Ratchet. That's kind of cool. I hate how often the talking is in this game. Please shut up. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just sick of that computer voice speaking every time I'm trying to say something. And when you're playing as Ratchet, it's fucking unbearable. Like, every enemy speaks something completely fucking unfunny all the time. And everyone's in your nav unit constantly. Like, it's just, shut up. Oh my god. Holy shit. Sorry, that really pissed me off. God. I get where you're coming from, though. It feels like they're bent on more trying to recapture old platformers. I've noticed a trend with, like, a lot of, like, I see, like, a lot of indie creators on Twitter be like, hey, check out this demo, or, like, check out this, like, proof of concept thing I've made of a platformer game. And it usually looks really cool. The thing is, like, it's just, they've made a really cool moveset. Which I don't think is a bad thing. Good movesets, I think, are pretty, like, integral to being a good platformer. I don't think they need to be, like, you know, super duper in-depth and complicated or whatever, but, like, just having one that feels good. That's the very baseline. It's got to feel good. How in-depth it is kind of secondary to it feeling good. Because you can have a really in-depth moveset, but if it feels like shit, like, it's not going to be fun. But I feel like that's kind of the intention with, like, a lot of these platforms I'm saying. Their main focus is making an in-depth moveset, but that's kind of it. Like, the scope of the premise is kind of, like, not really thought about. None of them, I've noticed, like, none of them pretty much, like, have any real story. Which, like, again, isn't, like, a bad thing, but, like, we had some really cool shit in Jack and Ratchet and Sly. So, it's just, I don't know. And, like, those are really the only platformers out there that had, like, in-depth stories, you know? Mario's never had good story, or, like, you know, like, it's story that's, like, worth anything. It's, like, actually trying to be cool and in-depth. Spyro was very surface level and simplistic. Same with Crash. Banjo never really had anything. God, I literally cannot think of a 3D platforming series that had, like, you know, story as, like, a focus, you know? Yeah. I missed some parts of the conversation. I thought you were trying to think of two separate... Oh, I see. The birth of Ratchet dialogue slowly growing insufferable. It was pretty fucking bad in Tools as well, not gonna lie. Games really wanted to fill every silence from the PS3 to 3 era. It didn't get much better. I really love how Jack just shuts the fuck up. You know, like, he may have gotten a voice in 2, but he's not speaking every 2 seconds. And the one mission where he does, it's fucking impactful, you know, when he's rescuing the kid. Like, escorting the kid. I love that mission so much. Mario's bare basic. I'd only really say Mario's worthwhile story was Galaxy 1 and Odyssey story-wise. Yeah, and, you know, that's fine. Like, those games aren't really meant to be, like, you know, have an in-depth emotional story. Like, Mario's kind of a blank slate character. That's totally fine. But it's like, I miss when platformers were going for more than just, like, being a fun romp, you know? I think platformers are very mechanically inclined, so most people who play them are playing them because of their gameplay. Every game is played for their gameplay. Every game is mechanically inclined. That's the point. The medium, the thing that makes video games the medium it is mechanics. Everything is a mechanic. Like, literally everything is mechanic. The complexity of those mechanics is what's different across different mediums. Visual novels are not games. See, that's tough, actually. That's actually really tough. For the sake of everyone's sanity, they don't have a lose state. Most don't. Here Comes Nico is a platformer that does not have a lose state. You cannot lose in that game. You cannot die. You cannot... Yeah. That's a game, undoubtedly. It's not a game. Well... Bye-bye. No, I'm joking. No, it's like... There is so much more to talk about when it comes to mediums and the philosophy of what makes things art that I think is super interesting, and I just don't feel like is talked about like at all. Interaction is important. No, it's mechanics that are important, and mechanics kind of by nature are interaction. Well, actually no, because like you can have interactive films. There are interactive films. They're not games though. They're not video games. Interaction isn't what's important, it's the mechanics. And then you can get in depth about what a mechanic is and blah blah blah, and ooh, there's a lot. It's a lot, and haven't been reading that stuff lately. I've been reading the history of trade unionism in this godforsaken fucking country. All I'm saying is I think I think there needs to be more philosophical talk when it comes to video games and art. There is in other art forms like film and stuff, but no one really talks about this sort of stuff with video games.
Warning, Rift Seeker detected. Temporal rhythm impact in 3, 2, 1.
God, this is so boring.
Warning, Rift Seeker detected.
All I'm saying is that I'm proud to be a union member. Hell yeah.
Normality restored to planet Torren 4.
Mechanic seems hard to pin down. At what point is a mechanic? I could be wrong. I think I heard that it's something that you interact with and there is feedback at like a baseline. I could be wrong about that. There might be more complex than that. But you know, there's a lot of there's a lot there to explore and to read about, and I'm by no means educated enough on it quite yet to really speak about it.
Sequence on Fission Streamer Tango.
Get on that podium and be the voice of the people, Hunger Games style. I'm an anarchist, thank you very much. No thanks.
Failure detected in Versa.
Used to be an anarchist, but I'm 30 now. Ha ha ha.
3 Gamma Zulu. Recommend
And then I
replacement.
need to. Wait, huh? Oh, I didn't even see these here. That's cool.
Temporal recording initiated. Temporal recording initiated. Rift repaired on engineering deck 13. Lockdown terminated.
Cool. Yeah, look, I can't remember the definition that I'm looking for. I'd have to look more into it, but it's complicated, you know. People much smarter than you or I or anyone here have dedicated a lot of time and effort into passing this sort of stuff out and discussing this and debating this. Like, this isn't like a new thing. So I would recommend deferring to people much smarter than anyone here, and trying to, and then grappling with concepts from there, you know. Or wait until I get smart enough, and then I can then I can pass out that knowledge. I don't know. I'm the smartest Zeke. Hey, I am the only Zeke here. You can't be the smartest. Okay, this one does that. Okay.
Temporal recording initiated. Temporal recording initiated.
That was close. And then...
Temporal recording initiated.
Sick. Oh my god, that was so fucking... let me...
Temporal recording initiated.
Okay, cool. Hey Breeze, this is your first time playing this game? No, this is far from my first time, and I've been bitching about it the whole time because I hate it. Welcome though. Not that I care if we don't, but I like asking anyway, thinking we get a Spyro 4. Probably not. And I don't want to get into the remake talk concerning Crash and Spyro's remakes. Oh god, please. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why didn't my jump not go through? Spyro 4 is basically confirmed? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, oh that's right. Sorry, forgive me. Spyro was like there was a piece of Spyro art in the background of one of the pictures in the Crash 4 art book. That was basically a confirmation. I'm not even joking. This is a real thing that real people believed. Die. For real? Yes, for real. Holy shit.
Time anomaly detected on planet Terrachnos.
No one cares. Shut up.
Quantum restoration initiated.
Yes. What? No. Oh, fucking...
Quantum restoration initiated. Temporal ribbon inbound in 3, 2, 1. Temporal ribbon impact in 3, 2, 1. Temporal ribbon impact in 3, 2, 1.
The person who made the art added it because they thought it would look cool, I think. I mean, I can't blame them. I mean, yeah, like, can we... I hate that we live in a world where it's like every time fucking like a developer of a different game thinks about like Crash or Spyro, there's like people are like, oh my god, it's confirmed, please. This feels like a pretty cool idea. They should have used more, specifically how it affects the planets Ratchet travels to. I like that. I like the fact that these like minigames actually affect the planets that Ratchet goes to. I think the minigame itself is really boring and stupid. I'm sure if certain fake mustache twirler thought that and went, hey, look, Spyro 4 has happened. I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it went, yeah. Oh, yeah, this part feels really contrived. Oh my god.
Accessing archives.
Hello, Sigmund. Just wanted to let you know I will be traveling to the Tombly outpost on Xanathar and will not be back until morning. A fellow scientist has requested an audience with me, and etiquette dictates I comply.
Don't go, sir.
Mind the clock while I'm gone. Wind the time cleaners and, Sigmund, let's just keep this our little secret. As the kids say, BRB.
Please don't go.
End recording.
This part points at the whole game. Yeah, yeah.
Dangerous.
God, like, why was Sigmund rewatching that out of nowhere while he was already helping Clank and everything? And it's just like, oh my god, it's so dramatic. Clank saw something he wasn't supposed to see.
Hostile ships detected.
Oh, I hate the inclusion of these characters.
What do you say, girls? Should we help him find his way?
We picked up a signature 3,000 kilocubits north of Orak Minor. It's a Lombax ship.
Yeah, I think this was confirmed to be Helga's race. I love how little that means.
Libra, be a good girl and take care of our friend. We'll kill the Elder.
Also, why did that have to be a thing? Oh, fucking...
Got hostile ships inbound.
I see him. They're Valkyries. Expert pilots who work for Nefarious. I'll lose them in the asteroid belt. You just head for Lumos. Just you and Hero Max.
Yeah, it's like they literally just did it to like call back to the old games. Like, oh, we can this is in a different galaxy. Oh my fucking god. There was literally no purpose to making them the same race other than like, hey, remember this character? Oh, she was actually part of this race. Does nothing for the game's plot. It does nothing for the character we're referencing. It's literally just this is what I fucking hate about like the obsession with lore. Like when like, oh yeah, like we're including this detail to like add to the lore. It doesn't actually add anything substantial or anything like necessary. In fact, it often just takes away from what was already established. But like it adds, we can add it to the lore. Don't you guys like lore? Don't you like learning about lore? Like, can we just? Anyone who thinks that like lore in place of good storytelling is a good thing is completely misguided. Lore is just like, it's background information that isn't necessary to telling a good story. It's nice to have it, I guess, but yeah, God.
Captain is down. I repeat, Captain is down. All units, pull back to Orak Minor.
I'm not in the mood to do any of the space exploration stuff at the moment. I'll do that later. If you hate that, you're gonna despise something like Sonic Frontiers, which feels less like a game, but more of an hour-long apology circle jerk that we promise to do better next time. That's really funny. I think it depends on what you're after. Like, to be clear, I don't think lore is a bad thing. I think the obsession with it is. I think the obsession with it at the expense of, like, good storytelling, or not even at the expense, in replacement of good storytelling. Like, oh, the lore is the substance, not the storytelling, you know? Kingdom Hearts very much falls prey to this in the later games. Holy shit. Much more concerned with cool reveals and intricate, like the intricacies of the lore and understanding like the complexities of it than it really is having games that have compelling characters and well-written storytelling. Yeah. And fans eat that shit up. This is the only sector in the entire game we get to choose 2 different planets. Can you? What do you mean? I thought this was the only planet you could go to. This is the next one in the story. Oh, the only sector. Wait, I'm stupid. It's not this planet, is it? Choose between this and the Battleplex. Oh, the Battleplex doesn't... That's not a planet. That's an arena. Hey there, Calicalex. Well, I'm sitting through loading screens for nothing. Shut... I fucking hate the pirates so much, but they have the best... They have the best radio station.
Let me ask you a question.
Can't agree on anything in this stream. Is it a planet? No, it's a spaceship. Is it a genocide? God. Is it a mechanic? It's a plane, sure. Alright. Perfect timing, I was just here. Shut up. I don't understand what the purpose of... This game introduces a lot of new crates that have like 0 purpose. Like, what was the point of these invisible crates? I don't understand. Oh, also, well, the game technically requires you to go there since you'll need the card there. Yeah, but I don't know. I would not call it multiple planets in the same way that the original game does it. Okay. God. I did not realize how actually arse the arsenal in this game is. I've only bought these weapons. The first 3 are the only ones I actually use. I bought these 2 because it was like, well, I've gone like nearly half the game without buying anything, so I probably should. Zircon sucks. This thing sucks. These weapons are like fine. But like, I do not feel an incentive to buy any of these. They all suck. Oh, the Cryomine, that might be good. I can't remember exactly. But the Groovatron sucks. The Tesla Spikes are awful. And the Plasma Strike is just a... I'll buy it for this planet because I kind of need it, but I don't care. Leave me alone. But like, oh my god, like the weapons in this game are kind of shit. And like, as much as I don't enjoy tools, as bland and repetitive and not interesting that game was, I was at least like excited to pick up some new weapons, you know? Like, oh yeah, this weapon's kind of fun to use. Oh yeah, this one will be like, you know, will help me out in this next area or whatever. Like the weapons in this game kind of shit.
We have to find a way to raise that mining platform. Luckily, I come prepared. Your father and I used to come here all the time when we were children. Back when this was a raritanium mine.
I hate the whole... Your father, you're just like your father. Oh my, you're such a fast learner, like your father. Shut up.
Caden almost broke his arm right over there. We had some good times out here.
Cryomines are pretty shit on their own. It only looks like a good weapon when combined with a Plasma Strike. I don't even remember what it is, to be honest. I remember all the others. Like, I was saying this last night.
Nice job, Ratchet.
I feel like having this like dynamic of Ratchet with like an elder Lombax kind of like, and like that dynamic while being separated from Clank is like fine. I just hate the whole, oh, last of your race bullshit. Oh, well, we were like the best race in the universe bullshit. Like, none of this was necessary. None of it gels with Ratchet. It all feels so forced.
Let's search the caves.
Like, especially so when Clank is also like is like now part of this fucking archetype of like super mega important when previously wasn't. I don't know. What was wrong with Ratchet just being a guy? It's not that... It's worse than that. It's not that Ratchet was just a guy. That was the point of his character! It's not like, oh, Ratchet was just a guy and like, what's wrong with having just a guy as your protagonist and now we've changed it to make it more important. No, the problem is, that was literally the point of his character, was he was just a guy. And now they've retroactively ruined Ratchet 1. Ratchet a guy through the transition. That's Rivet. Because story means everyone's special. Oh, fucking... kill me. I did not even mean... I just 360 no-scoped Azimuth. Holy shit, that was good.
Hold up. See that nest over there? Stay close, and whatever happens, do not let them touch you.
What happens if they do?
Let's just say they can digest anything.
I'm now reminded why I don't play past the PS2 games. Yeah, but I haven't played these games in years, so I needed to... to see again. Azimuth is stuck in the past, is showing which head is right now. I think that's fine, but like the whole... Oh, you're just like your father, blah, blah, blah. I hate all that shit. It's so cliche, and it's so...
Come on, we're almost through.
I don't understand the point, and...
I recognize all of this. There's a rock ledge down there we used to hover boot off of. Straight into nothingness. I was scared the first time, but your father, he didn't blink. Like
also, minor thing.
Can we talk about what happened with my father, the Lombaxes?
Now is not the time
Hey,
for
Moon.
distractions. Not when we're this close.
I don't know why they've stopped there. That's really stupid, actually. How am I meant to get past this? That's really annoying. What was I about to say? I don't remember now. I have been distracted. Oh yeah, Moon, are you alive? In Florida at the moment?
Great, Ratchet. Keep going and don't look down.
Imagine if in Jak 3 a Cleaver or any of the Wastelanders going, oh man, Jack, you sure have a chip off the old block, just like your dad Damus. Wink, wink, yeah.
What did I tell you? A leap of faith.
General, wait!
Also, anyone but me find the hoverbooting mechanics here shit. Like, I just could not find myself liking it as much in this game. I remember loving them, but coming back to it, I don't know if I just need to get used to it again, but like, sometimes it feels like really wonky, like especially the camera, and like, there's been a lot of times where like I just careen off like an edge when I've been going, like I've been holding the stick straight, but I just careen off an edge because, yeah. Remember Love Zeke? I remember. I don't. We all hate video games now. This is true. Aladdin 3 and Star Fox series does that whole just like your father shtick. It's so trite and uninteresting, and it's so blah. God, it's especially because like Ratchet was such a fucking... was such a satire, and it was so edgy and cool, and all of this storytelling stuff is just so cookie cutter and rounded edges and blah blah blah. It's like, I know it's God, it's become a bit of a cliche in the Ratchet community now that, oh, old game's good because old game's edgy. But like, it's kind of missing the point. Like, it's not that the old games were better because they were a certain way. It's that the new way is at odds with how the old games were. Like, it's literally in contradiction. I hate Ratchet fans. This is so obnoxious, actually. It's how it always felt to me in the last couple of times I went back to this. I think I just need to spend more time with the hover boots because I still have barely used them. But, yeah. Could have happened in Sly. It really could have. I'm glad it didn't. I don't hate video games. I unfortunately have standards, that's all. Was super lucky with the hurricane in my house. Even my GF lost power for a little and I did not. That's really good to hear. I'm glad to hear. Equipping it also feels clunky too, like having the acceleration button equip it automatically would have been more convenient. What? R2? That's the wrench button though. I don't think it's that bad. I just like slide my thumb over and hit the right D-pad. I don't think it's that bad to be honest, but certain fan bases don't have standards. I'd argue most of them don't. Anyway, now we're getting to the okay. I guess this might be my my thing. The original Ratchets were very, very cynical and satirical, and that's where it derived its like comedy. They were funny games. The newer Ratchet games are extremely sincere. And I don't think there's a problem with sincerity in storytelling whatsoever. But when it's in a series that was nothing but cynicism and satire, it's such a like a heel turn to be like, okay, now we're just doing completely sincere stuff. And I guess this next cutscene is kind of the embodiment of it. Phew.
General, will you just stop for a second? I want to know what happened.
Questions. You ask all these questions. Ask yourself this. How relevant is the past when it can be changed? Your father would have said not very.
That's him. And you still haven't given me a straight answer. Now why aren't you with the Lombaxes?
Because I failed them. I failed them. I made a mistake. After the Great War, Polaris was a dangerous place. Even with the Kragmites gone, I knew steps needed to be taken to protect the galaxy. One day, we were approached by an inventor with incredible ideas, technology light years beyond what we were using. The inventor was someone your father warned me not to trust. Our kind had grown suspicious of him, but I was convinced this was the right thing to do. For the galaxy, I granted him full access to our technology, all of our secrets. Only when he was finished. They took refuge in the court, but your father refused. He would never have left your mother. But when he made it back, she was already gone. I don't know how long he survived before Tachyon caught up with him, but I know I was responsible for his death. For my crimes, I was forbidden from joining the Lombaxes, and so I live in exile. I can make it right, Ratchet. All of it. We can fix it. With the clock under our control, it'll be like none of this ever happened. Stay with me, and I promise I'll get your family back.
Okay, so let me ask. What? You know the Great War was between the Lombaxes and the Kragmites. Why would you just readily accept the help of a Kragmite? Like he's the only one left. He would have every intention of fucking you guys. Why are you so this is so dumb. This is so dumb. Holy shit. Why won't you Zeke? No. Shut up. You know what I mean. I'm not contributing today, just zingers. Yeah, I've noticed. He should have looked closer to the schematic. Maybe he should have, yeah. Maybe he should have. God. Not to mention, it also takes value away from Clank's usefulness in gameplay. Clank would always be there for Ratchet's platforming segments in the past games. Now he's a glorified backpack. I think it's interesting. The start of this game, it's very like, wow, you really come to understand how much Ratchet's moveset is like nothing without Clank. So I guess like that reinforces like their need for each other, like their bond. But then you get hover boots and then it doesn't matter. Even the old games of Ratchet have a tiny bit of sincerity. They just never made it feel overpowered, if it made sense. Yeah, I don't think there's a problem with sincerity. But the old games knew how to employ it and when to employ it. And it wasn't the characters themselves that were very cynical. It was the world and the context of everything and the events that happened and what those events said about the universe. But now we don't have a focus on the universe at all. It's just the characters, and I don't know. It feels misguided. It feels at odds. Not just any Kragmite either, but one that has a face that looks like that. Who's being the racist one now, Alex? Jesus. I'm joking. God, this game is so dumb. I don't even know what to say. I didn't say how they look, it's all you. I didn't say that, that was to Breeze.
Outsiders, please, you must help. The Agorians have launched a full-scale assault on the settlement. Our kind has barricaded themselves in their homes.
We have no time for petty squabbles. Ratchet, remember the mission. The obsidian eye is all that matters.
The eye? It's in a temple. I can take you there. Please, we are not an aggressive race. Help us defeat the Agorians and I'll show you where it is.
Commander, our riders have established a perimeter and are standing by for your orders. Sir, pardon the intrusion, but I just wanted to inform you that there is new armor available at my shop. Hop in if you're looking to upgrade.
Okay, I thought they fixed it. They sort of did. Okay, in Tools, this armor vendor guy had a gay lisp, and it was so fucking wasn't even like hidden, you know, like, oh my god, it's the armor guy. He deals with like clothes stuff. Oh, he sounds gay. And then I was like, that is really fucking, that's so dumb. But then I went to an armor vendor earlier in this game and he didn't talk at all. I'm like, oh, I guess they just shut him up. But no, he still talks, just the gay lisp is in his present and his voice is a lot lower pitched, so I don't fucking know. This game sucks.
Ratchet,
Here we go.
take out that rider. I'll cover you.
So, okay.
Welcome to the Crawl.
Hey, you know, maybe this game, maybe I've got this game all wrong. Maybe maybe the great central takeaway is like you know, with the great clock, you can't change the past, you can't go back to what happened. We just have to move forward in the future. Maybe that was Insomniac saying, hey, we know these games suck now, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. It's we have to move forward, can't keep looking to the past. Oh my fucking god. That was kind of smooth, actually. I still gotta fucking upgrade this thing. But Zeke, the boxes have interactive physics now. Don't you understand? I genuinely hate that. It's so annoying. Like why? They literally just did it because like, oh, we're next gen. We need to like be more complex or some shit. Like there was no reason to make them have physics. Like it's stupid. I don't like it. I don't like this controller. Ugh. Hey, more useless crates. Oh hey, here's like the god race. Like they control time and shit. Oh, just whoop in the pod. What happened to you guys? Remember when they were plot relevant for one game? To some extent that's true. It's why does it just focus on moving forward? No, I agree. I think that is a good message to tell. I do agree. You shouldn't get caught up in the past. You should always be moving forward. I was using it as like a joke, but haha, this game is actually super smart and I'm the stupid idiot. Because I like the old things, but that's not what the game was going for. Shut up. At least 2016 ran smoothly at 60 FPS on PS5. This can barely even hold 40. Hey, don't give that game credit. It ran at 30 FPS on the console it was designed for. This was designed for this console and it runs at a better frame rate than the fucking reboot. If they ported this game to PS4, they probably would have given it a patch to run better. No! No! That sucked. Might call it now, too tired to make jokes. Martian, you can chill in a stream and you're not obligated to make jokes. It's not part of your job description. I hate that I can't turn the camera while on the charge boots. I think that's my biggest problem. Plus 2016 is even funnier than this game because of the stilted facial expressions and in-game cutscenes. I refuse to give that game anything. His job description is to sell me on a pixelizer? Yeah, come on, Martian. The sound of the wrench smacking into stuff sounds like a clue bottle from Sly. Okay. I guess I can kind of see it. It was a joke, dry humor. Anyway, I'm actually tired. You going to sleep? That's cool, Martian. Oh my god, that I nearly fucking ate shit again there. Okay, hold on. Here's another thing that I really think is like very indicative of like the developers not really actually thinking through the implications of what they're doing. So these robots right here, these are battery bots, right? And what you need to do is you need to capture them and then chuck them in things to power things because they're like little batteries. These things are sentient. In the planet where Azimuth lives, where you're introduced to these things, the people living there are like, the battery bots have gone rogue. They're refusing to do their jobs. Oh, these things are sentient? Oh, they don't want to be slaves? Oh wow, that's kind of wild. Boop. Too bad. Jesus Christ. And you just know in the original games, if that was like a thing in the game, it would have been part of some like broader satire, you know? God. So stupid. But this is what I mean when I say like they just really did not think through the implications of the things they were writing. God. Can you upgrade my weapon, please? Thank you. Do I get an animation or not? Oh, I guess not. Okay. Finally. Oh, I love how it looks exactly the same. What is it with these animations? They're taking forever to play. Literally the plot of the Matrix? Yeah. It reminds me of how Nefarious's plot in 3 felt really undercooked. Like they were working with something there. They could have done like some sort of cool satire with like the treatment of robots in this universe, but like they didn't really commit to it, I don't think. But like that battery bot thing. Oh, you know, these robots, they're enslaved and used as batteries. And it's, you know, we don't question it because they're robots. They're not squishies, you know, so it's fine, it's whatever. That could have been like, you know, part of some like decent like satirical writing, you know? But it's literally a nothing bit of context for this game. Like it literally doesn't mean anything. I actually kind of fuck with this weapon. It's one of the more creative ones in the game. One of the more interesting ones to use as well. I don't like the timed. I like proximity better. Seeing a Ratchet turn makes me kind of glad Jack ended it while the going was still there. Yeah. I mean, there's more to it than that, but yeah. Yeah, I really dislike not being able to turn the camera while hover booting. I think that's my big problem. Alright, where's this thing meant to go? Oh, wait. Oh, I see, I see. What? Of course there's more to it. No, I just wanted to move on to the stuff and I'm kind of glad it stopped, otherwise it'd sadly turn out like Ratchet. Well, no, I don't think necessarily. Also that... I don't even know if I want to finish this planet, to be honest. When I said I think there's more to it, I didn't mean like there's a lot more reasons why Jack stopped. I think there is, but I meant more like the possibility of Jack turning out like these later Ratchet games isn't the only reason I'm glad like it stopped. I just think Naughty Dog didn't really have like a good grasp on what made the Jack games special and what made them interesting, and that's why I think Jack 3 kind of sucked. It didn't really have a firm grasp on what these games really were and what they were. Yeah. And I don't... And like that's evident in like all the like attempts to continue Jack, right? Like the Lost Frontier also really didn't know what made Jack good, and that came out really terrible. So I don't think Naughty Dog, like, even if they wanted to continue Jack, like, and you know, they did try, and when they did try, like with Jack 4, they really didn't understand how to go about it. You know, like what makes Jack Jack, and that's really hard to like nail down, you know. Yeah, so yeah. Like so many people just like want a new game in the Jack series, and it's just like, well, what would that even look like, you know? No one really has an answer for that. Anyway, I think I might be done now. This game is frustrating, and I mean, like, it's fine. I don't know. I want to eat. Thanks for sticking around, everyone. It was fun to talk about, though. I'm glad we had like more cool, in-depth conversations about this stuff. And it was fun playing the new Jack levels. with a new Jack level and talking about all that. Thanks for streaming. That's okay. I'll try and stream more often. I just need to have better ideas to things to stream, you know. Glad to make it to the stream. Well, it was good to have you, Tabriz. Good to see you. Makes sense when you put it like that. It was nice chatting with you. Yeah, you too, Nightfall. Okay, I'll see you all later. I love you. Bye-bye.